Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to today's episode of Deathmark. We are on episode 5, I think, of our series. Let me just adjust this real quick. Cool. Okay, so in our last episode, we actually... I don't have any mark bearers. Everybody's gone. Yeah, everybody's out of the house. We lost Shu. Shu was killed by Shimio, so nobody wants to be our friend because they're either dead or they're gone. So I guess, where does that leave us? Yeah, rest. So we defeated the last spirit, which was Shimio, here, with all the bees. But we still have our mark. Our mark is still there. So whatever cursed us, we haven't got rid of it yet. It's been 3 days since Shimio's defeat. Mashida has left, leaving only Christy and I at the mansion. Not had any new mark bearers arrive, nor any new info on spirits. Oh, that's right. So Christy was the reporter that we met in the forest who was trying to kill herself. She also has a mark, but it wasn't given to her by Shimio because she's got a mark too. Death footsteps keep drawing nearer. Closer. Sorry, closer. Good work, Lady Christy and Lord Moosh. Did you obtain any clues? No, nothing really. I'd hoped, but... I see. Lady Saya's study seemed optimal to contain something of interest. Christy and I just finished investigating Sayu Kujo's study. It had been full of mountains of specialized books and piles of reports. It was a daunting task, but we did our best to search through them regardless. Except it was all futile. Everything was about healing the spirit. Nothing mentioned the mark at all. Hey, Mr. Moosh. Don't you think it's useless to keep searching the mansion? You have any other ideas then? Christy, who's been absolutely zero help? Well, remember what I said about H Shrine? Kind of? Was that the shrine that was in the forest that was full of bees? I forgot. What? We lost that memory? It's in the forest by H Castle. I was thinking, maybe the shrine is connected to all the spirit stuff. That's what Shimio's note said, right? Everything happening in the forest is the divine wrath of H Shrine. You think the mark and the spirit activity are because of this divine wrath? Definitely a possibility. Disasters happen in many ghost stories and myths because of the wrath of gods. Isn't there value in looking into it? Maybe. Exactly what I'd expect from you. Always so quick on the uptake. Christy's brimming with confidence. Good for Christy. Hopefully she actually helps us this time. She seems in a much better mood than she was 3 days ago. She's a famous reporter after all, so maybe this is what she's really like. So, Mary, I'd like to go see H Shrine. You don't mind, do you? It is true many unpleasant rumors surround that forest. If the cause is H Shrine, there may be some clues there. Even if there are, if it's spiritual, then how are normal humans like us supposed to find it? Christy and I don't have spiritual powers. In that case, could you bring me along with you to H Shrine? I should be able to sense the presence of anything spiritual. I can act as a guide as well. Oh, new party member? We're bringing Mary with us? You know that shrine? Yes, in truth it enshrines the guardian deity of the Kujo family. Over the generations, the heads have taken care of the shrine. However, that came to an end after the recent war resolved. It's one who serves the Kujos. I am concerned about its present state. Well, good deal for us then. Then bringing you along would mean I have to carry you, don't I? As it is impossible for me to walk, I would agree with that assessment. I am sorry to inconvenience you. Whatever, throw her wooden dummy ass in the trunk. Overgrown forest in the dead of night. I'm not looking forward to having to carry Mary all the way to the shrine. You look worn out and we haven't left. Small price to pay if we can get any hints about the spirits. That's true. I think Mary's eager about this too, so I'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. Okay, let's go back to the forest. So we only have one partner. It's gotta be Christy. Alright. Into the forest. So, the shrine they must be talking about is the one that we couldn't get to that was full of bees. Before we leave, we put Mary in the back seat. Thank God she's not as heavy as she looks. She'll be able to carry her just fine. By the way, Mr. Moosh, have you read the files over there? I haven't had the chance. Points to the right side of the room and shelves packed with files. Not yet. Searched most of the mansion, but I haven't checked the garage. Oh, really? Christy grabs a file and flips through the pages. There's like articles on various crimes. Clippings cover every incident in H City and the surrounding area. Was Miss Cujo looking into criminal activity? Any of it look related to the mark? No, not as far as I can tell. It's all extremely old. Most recent is dated 5 years ago. Puts the file back. Wonder why she did that. Unless like one of the spirits she was looking for was like a criminal or something, she thought. Why are we looking at criminal activities? Alright, should we head out soon? Let's go now. Why wait? Why wait till tomorrow what you can do today, Christy? Let's go. Park outside the entrance of the forest and gather Mary into my arms. Make our way to the familiar arch. There's still a long way to go. So this is where we fought Shimio in the forest. I think we're venturing further into the forest to find that shrine. Middle-aged man carrying a doll. You're practically a ghost story yourself if someone sees you here. That is a spooky picture. I'm very sorry to cause you such trouble. Mary stares up at me as I hold her. Skin and hair glint bewitchingly when the light from the flashlight catches them. I have not been outside in a long time. And to go hiking in the arms of such a fine gentleman. Did you know I also double as a sex doll? Wink, wink. It's a very precious experience. She sounds as dispassionate as ever, but is she actually having fun? Still, it's just as the rumors say. This forest is filled with the curses and resentment of the dead. Simply their presence is enough to drive the living mad. The land is tainted. You can see why it has given birth to monstrous spirits. I bet if you track down the cause of it, it'll be the divine wrath. Let's hurry to the shrine. Yeah, let's hurry. Yep, this is the one. This is the one we couldn't get to. Reached the old Torii gate with no trouble. Stand and watch for a while, but nothing comes out of the beehives. Seem to be sleeping. It is most likely because Shimio is now gone. H shrine is up those stone steps. Mary's direction, we walk toward the gate. Small black shadow flits across our feet. Is it the rabbit? Little bunners. It's that rabbit again. Is he gonna grunt at us? I love the little grunting bunny. So this is the rabbit you told me about, Lord Moosh. You are correct. It is very cute. Rabbit stares up at the two of us. Little bunny grunts and disappears toward the shrine. What in the world was that about? What do you think, Mary? I felt a strange presence. It appears to be possessed by some kind of soul. So it's a spirit too. Well, no shit. It's got red eyes. And we've seen it like in every haunting that we've gone to so far. Connect the dots. Indeed. Though it does not appear strong enough to give marks to humans. Know nothing of its true nature, so please proceed with caution. Follow the rabbit under the Torii gate and up the stone steps. At the top, we find the wilderness creeping in. Doesn't seem to be anything here but an old altar. Is this H shrine? Sadly, it has fallen to disrepair. War was over 50 years ago. I suppose this was to be expected. It's a pile of rocks with a mirror on it. That sucks for your family. Black Rabbit is gone. Deserted shrines give me the creeps. Let's hurry up and get to searching so we don't stay here long. There's something here. The sacred Shimenawa rope on a ragged boulder. I wonder if that boulder is in Iwakara. What's that? According to ancient Shinto tradition, it's a sacred rock that a god descended on. It's not uncommon for the rock itself to become an object of devotion. Right. There's the mirror. Headless Buddha statues are buried in the ground. Creepy. I wonder what happened here. Are there any ghosties? Sometimes you'll find like little hidden ghosties on the outskirts. I don't think so, though. Wooden shrine altar. Clouded old mirror served as the Go Shintai. I guess that's like the central object of devotion for the shrine, the mirror. I think it's true that no one's taken care of this place for a long time. Peek inside the altar just in case, but all I find is a thick layer of dust. Go Shintai's outside and the altar's empty. That's concerning. I don't think there's any more we can search. Buddha statues concern me. Why are all the ones within the shrine missing their heads? Shinto and Buddhism were ordered to be separated during the Meiji period. Before then, many shrines were dedicated to both. Each shrine was much the same, but in the Meiji period, there was a push to make Shinto the main religion. The faiths were forced apart. Extremists stole the Buddhist statues from shrines and desecrated them. I don't know enough about Japanese history. I guess that makes sense. Oh, the famous anti-Buddhist movement. Is it where that happened? No. Then in the public spaces, they wanted to make a show of it. Broken statues were carried here to serve as a memorial for worship. Kujo family head was said to be grieved, so he moved them in secret. Seems that all the broken statues from around H City were buried here. Strange. Said they were worshipped, but this place is pretty much a ruin. You have a keen eye, Lord Moosh. The shrine was subsequently dug up and the statues were stolen. So they came all the way into this huge forest just to carry off broken statues? Who would do something like that? That I do not know. I merely heard they were stolen 50 years ago, around the time of the war. So the statues were broken, thrown away, and then dug up. They say the Buddha has a wealth of patience, but even he'd get angry. Could that anger have turned to divine wrath and given birth to the mark and spirits? Mary. Am I able to feel the presence of any spirits or whatever? How about that? This land is much more foreboding than I had imagined. The enmity of the forest swallows all else. It's hard to sense beneath it. So, too much background noise, right? Yes, although I do sense the same presence as Lady Christine's mark, however fake. I am sure the spirit that gave her the mark is somewhere in the forest. After all that, we were only able to reconfirm something we already knew. Forgive me, I was unable to... Thanks. Thanks, Mary. Thanks for nothing. You don't have to apologize, Mary. I learned plenty of value here. What do you mean? I'll tell you on the way back. First, let's get the hell out of here. Please give me the creeps. Maybe it's the ill will Mary sensed. But the spirit we need is in the forest. Didn't we decide that? So, instead of leaving, shouldn't we be trying to find the spirit that gave Christy her mark? Alright, we should turn around. Yeah, went down the stairs. We leave H Shrine, walking down the beast trail toward the forest entrance. Maybe it's because of that strange tale, but for some reason I feel like someone is watching us from the darkness of the trees. Again, driving back to the mansion. As we break out of the dense forest, I can see building lights pop up here and there. Well, that was a complete waste of time. Kinda. My anxiety lifted. I don't even bother to filter the words that slip out of my mouth. Oh, I don't think that's true. It's all coming together for me. Without further prodding, Christy starts in on her theory. Passion evident in her voice. I believe Shimio was right. H-Shrine is definitely what's causing all the strange stuff in the forest. I'm sure it's those stolen statues. Don't you agree? I wonder. Feels like we just don't have enough info at this point to say one way or the other. There's no denying that a lot of strange things are going on in that forest. Between all the suicides and Shimio wandering around, couldn't just be coincidence, could it? If we research that shrine, we might learn more about the mark. I feel that's a lot safer than risking our lives looking for the spirit. Don't you think? You might be right. You might also be dead by morning. Like, we don't have a wealth of time to do this. My replies are half-hearted, which isn't what Christy was hoping for, so she falls silent. An awkward, uncomfortable silence settles. Lord Moosh, please stop the car. Please stop the car. I have to take a screaming dump. Mary speaks for the first time since we entered the car. What is it? I sense a presence similar to Lady Christy's mark close by. I thought you said it was in the forest. We left the forest. Following Mary's request, I park in a vacant rest stop on the outskirts of H City. Christy and I step out of the car. Gah. My mark is suddenly scalding. Is something nearby? Look, someone's over there. It's a little girl. A small girl steps out of the telephone box. Why is a kid outside at this time of night? Thank you for bringing me out here this late at night, Eita. got to talk with Hanayome. Oh yeah? Glad to hear it. Who? Who are you? A rather round young man appears, stepping out of the shadows. He's wearing like an otaku anime shirt. Got your question answered, Suzu? Yeah, it's okay now. Hanayome sure is amazing, though. She knows where everything is. You got that right. Help me find my limited edition Love and Hero phone strap I dropped. What's Love and Hero? What? You don't know? They're a popular idol group here. They've been all over TV lately. I'm surprised you haven't heard. TV's restricted at home. Mom says it rots your brain. Oh, Eita. Is the bus coming soon? Well, the last bus is on its way. You better go. You'll be in big trouble if your mom finds out we went out. Yeah. So are these two new mark bearers? I'm assuming? Watched my distance for a while, but it's hard to determine their relationship. Pain from my scar is suddenly gone. Hey, Christy. What do you think? Turn, but Christy isn't there. Hey, you there. Just how do you know that girl? Depending on your answer, I'll report you for child abduction. Excuse me. Hi, my name's Nosy Nancy. Where'd you get that child? There goes Christy hounding the poor guy. Just calm down. Try to placate her, but she won't budge. Man stumbles over his words. Looks flustered and overwhelmed. Hey, lady. Don't be mean to Eita. Girl rushes to stand defensively in front of him and glares at us. Seems a lot more level-headed than the flustered guy behind her. I asked him to help me, okay? Wanted to talk to Hanayome, so I had him come with me. Who's this Hanayome you keep mentioning? Ghost who helps find things. People say that you can talk to her from this telephone box. That's a really stupid idea. In this city. Actively seeking a ghost. If you don't have a death mark now, you're gonna have a death mark, little girl. A ghost, huh? Looks at me. Both thinking the same thing. Earlier, the mark was hurting, so maybe... You guys look serious. What's going on? Nervously glances between us. Does this scar look familiar at all? Showed them the mark on my right arm. Hey, hold on. What is this? This is exactly like mine. Pulls off one of his gloves and reveals the mark on his hand. It's a cursed scar, yeah? I saw an article on it in OOP Arts Monthly. Say it causes amnesia. Even kills you, but that's nonsense. That's nonsense. This magical scar in my hand. I must have burned it on a stove or something. It's not true at all, right? Right? Sounds like he'd heard the rumors, but chose not to do anything about it. That's no surprise, really. It's tough to believe it's real until your memory loss starts becoming noticeable. Now I've got one of those too. It showed up on my left wrist when I made that phone call earlier. When you called the ghost, when you actively went seeking out the dead thing. Pulling up her sleeve, she shows us a mark. They both have the mark, and after calling Hanayome, that's more than a coincidence. Well, we can't just leave them here. Let's bring them to the mansion. Idiot children. Tell them what's going on and ask them to go to Kujo Mansion with us. Surprisingly, it doesn't take much to get them to come. Thought it'd take more convincing. Could partially be because they missed the last bus while talking with us. Before they climb in, I warned Mary to stay quiet until we get back. Might be a bad idea to freak them out. So, we have two new mark bearers. Let's see which one of them dies, because I haven't been able to keep any of them alive. I've been trying so hard. First, we introduce ourselves. Man's name is Eita Nakamatsu. Girl is Suzu Morimiya. They tell us they met through the reader's column in OOP Arts Monthly. Is that like the occult magazine? I think Mary was talking to us about it earlier. Suzu mentioned that she was interested in Hanayome, and Eita told her what he knew. Then she pestered him into bringing her to the rumored telephone box. You are out this late because of her. Her parents sound pretty strict. Her mother keeps a close eye on her after school, and she needs permission to go out. So she snuck out of the house after her mother went to bed. Hanayome is just as famous at my school as Hanahiko is. Hey, Eita. Please tell them about those rumors. Do I have to? Okay, fine. Eita reluctantly tells us at Suzu's request. New ghost? They're just rumors I read, but... Spooky Bride? Yes. This is gonna be a good one. I've been waiting for the spooky bride. She looks freaky. Remember that one story? You know, the one about the public phone box in H City? There's a ghost that looks like a bride, and she'll find out what you're looking for. One of my friends actually tried it. Went to the specific phone box that lets you talk with ghosts. And then he died, subsequently. The phone suddenly started ringing. He slowly picked up the phone. And all he could hear was this weird... Ooh, I hate that sound. This weird smacking noise. No. Stay on the line until... Did you see it? Heard a woman whisper. She did what the rumor said to do and said, no, I haven't seen it. Then she said, what do you want to see? This cat had gone missing, so we asked where it was. We looked where the woman said it was really there. The rumors are totally true. I'm gonna go ask where my future bride is now. Oh, wanna come with me? And then die? Oh, that smacking sound. That was so gross. Close your mouth, dead lady. There. I carry Mary from the car and gently place her back on the sofa. Thank you very much. Being in your arms is not bad, but I'm most calm when I'm here. The doll really talked. I can't say I expected that. Does that mean that all that stuff about the mark is true, too? On the way over, we updated Suzu and Eita with just about all they needed to know. They may not completely believe us, but they're not rejecting it outright either. Seems like Eita in particular has already experienced some memory loss. Something about forgetting the names of anime characters or voice actors. Chrissy looked at him strange, but he appears to be taking it quite seriously. And Suzu snuck out of her house because she believed the rumors about Hanayome. They both believed in the occult already. Pretty sure they'll help us find a way to escape the mark. Granted, they're also really curious about Hanayome. Let's see if we can keep this child alive. I like this little girl, Suzu. The last kid we had, Suzaka, I don't even remember the boy's name. Oh, I feel so bad. I forgot the name of the boy that we killed. Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me, but may I speak? Marks on Suzu and Eita. They're likely from Hanayome. Lady Christie? Feeling I sense from your mark is the same as theirs. So we can assume Hanayome also gave the mark to you. Do you recall encountering her? Something weird did happen. Right before I entered the forest, I stepped in the phone box on T Mountain. The phone rang out of nowhere. Oh, it might be because of that. The telephone box at that rest area is also in the rumors of Hanayome. But I didn't pick it up. It creeped me out, so I left. I was never able to give that person our final call because of that. What are you talking about? It is not for children to know. It was this guy I was getting dicked by behind the Denny's. You don't need to know about it. That's lady business. Fine. Are there other phone boxes like that? I think there are 3 that Hanayome will call from. One we went to in the A Highway parking lot is one. One is at T Mountain Rest Area. That's one Miss Christie went to. And, Eita, where's the last one? At the park by T Apartment Complex. It's the only one inside the city. But why just those 3 locations? Dunno. The BBS I read didn't say. BBS? Mister, do you really think Hanayome is the one who gave us the marks? Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. If Mary seems very sure. But the rumors about Hanayome go back 5 years. No one's ever mentioned that if you call her, you'll get a mark. Suzu's right. Rumors about this mark thing only popped up super recently. So you're saying Hanayome hasn't always been giving out the mark? That's true. I wonder what triggered the change. I wonder why she's such a bee now. Why you gotta be a bitch, Hanayome? Of course, I can't really say, seeing as I don't know anything about spirits. Ghost helping people find what they're looking for, that's pretty strange. Definitely the definition of ghost story. Hey, Mr. Moosh. Those rumors are true. Why don't we try asking where the stolen statues are? If we return them to their places, it might just save our lives. Search for the Buddha statues. Christie's right, might be able to escape the mark without fighting a spirit. Mary, what do you think? Good question. Objects with human forms are easily able to gain inexplicable powers. Bleeding stone statues, cursed dolls, there are many examples. Historical statues of gods and Buddhas would certainly be no exception. Asking Hanayome about them would be a good idea. So says the doll before our eyes that has the inexplicable power to talk. Maybe it wouldn't be strange that Buddha statues could bring down divine wrath. Lord Moosh, may I add, as I explained previously, your mark is different from the others. Vanquishing spirits seems to weaken your mark's power. Been several days since you told me that I was going to die. Taking care of the spirits we encountered is likely how I'm still among the living. What are you trying to say? I cannot say what the relationship between your mark and Hanayome is, but it is true that it is in your best interest to track down spirits. I hope you will guide these mark bearers this evening as well. Can't really picture Christy and Eita facing off against a spirit by themselves. If they failed, then a child would suffer the deadly consequences. That would weigh heavily on me. Again, I think it was Tsukasa. Tsukasa was the one that we had killed by Hanahiko back in like chapter 1. No turning back, I'll figure something out. Thank you. Mary bows her head slightly. Oh, so you can bow your head, you can move your neck, but you can't move your damn legs? I gotta carry you places? That seems like a crock. Now, you should be investigating, Hanayome. Why does she only call from 3 public phones within each city? Her secret may lie in the answer. You visited the parking lot already. Please investigate T Mountain in the park by T Apartment Complex. Rumors of Hanayome. Alright, well, let's look at our rumors. With the end of the 90s, online infrastructure has advanced the popularity of a certain widely used BBS. Hanayome is an urban legend that sprung up from that BBS. It goes as follows. Certain telephone booths in each city will let you talk to ghosts. Go inside one and wait, the phone will suddenly ring. Pick it up and you'll hear a strange lip-smacking noise. Well, the woman will ask, have you seen it? Rumors say you're supposed to reply with, I haven't seen it. She'll respond with, what do you want to see? Someone actually followed the instructions and was able to find a missing pet. What a strange tale. A lot of people are interested... Ooh, excuse me. As I burp into my microphone. Blech. A lot of people are interested in this ghost, wanting to find things or people who become lost, but not a single one has ever mentioned getting a mark from her. But the circumstances seem to imply the spirit gave the mark to Eita and Suzu. Plus, why is the spirit called a bride? If she appears as a bride, then someone must have seen her. 3 phone boxes in each city let you speak with a ghost. One seems to be the one Eita and Suzu used. Shouldn't take long to reach the other 2 by car. I'm concerned about the statues stolen from H-Shrine too. If Hanayome really can tell us where they are, that would save us a lot of time. And one way to find out. Oh, I hope we get to fight the bride. Yeah, Tsukasa. Aftermath, missing. Aftermath, missing. So now we have 3 new partners. She's a young girl who received the mark. The child about her is her love of animals. He is self-employed, or so he says. To BBSs. What is BBS? I don't know. I don't know that one. Interesting. Alright, can we make, Suzu our partner? She's a gutsy girl. Alright. So then, what is our... So power of 6, intelligence of 7, strong spirit power, though. I really don't know how that affects us at all. But, we will, save where we're at. And we can go to the rest area or the park. Go to the rest area first. Phone booth stands solitary on the edge of the vacant rest area. An endless sea of trees stand behind it. Christy must have run into the forest after she heard the phone ring. You hear a dog howl from nearby. Almost sounds sad, but I'm probably just imagining it. I feel like that dog's calling someone. I think it's looking for its master. You understand it? Kind of, yeah. We have a dog at home, too. And that one's not a regular dog. What do you mean? Pretty sure it's... spirit or ghost or something. Oh, oops. I'm only supposed to talk about that stuff with my mom's friends. Wait. She's saying that her dog at home is like a ghost dog? People will think I'm weird if I do. But you understand, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, sure you have a ghost dog, Suzu. Can she sense the supernatural? Always felt like something was different about her from the start. Well, that might be helpful. Because right now the only other person that can sense anything spiritual is Mary, and she's useless. Anyway, mister, I think that's a telephone booth that's in the Hanayome rumors. Rumors say the phone is supposed to ring if you wait by it for a while. I'm guessing waiting outside doesn't count. Yeah, I think you're right. When I called her, it didn't ring until I went inside. But the booth is too small for 2 people. Either I or Suzu will have to go in. Should I go in? No, I'll go in. Can't stand around and make a kid do this. I mean, I guess. We let Tsukasa do stuff. Tsukasa and Moe. Cramped inside and almost impossible to move around at all. I'd be a sitting duck if a spirit attacked me while I'm in here. Clouded glass makes it hard to see the outside. That just makes me more nervous. Wonder how long I have to wait until the phone rings. Past the time, I glance around at the inside of the booth. There's a poster attached to the window. Help our investigation. On the night of 2x1999, an assault took place in the forest nearby. If there's any info on this case, please notify H Police Department. This is dated 5 years ago? Like when the rumors of the bride started. Was she, like, assaulted and killed in the forest? Looks like something terrible happened here. Phone begins to ring. I hesitantly reach out and pick it up. The only sound I hear is the dial tone. No one is speaking. What's going on? Oh. It sounds like she's eating like a bowl of mashed potatoes. I'm gonna call you mashed potato mouth. Crunching, smacking like the sound of saliva as someone chews. Ugh. Did you see it? I'm wondering, I'm beginning to notice now, when these ghosts speak, like, for whatever reason, like, I guess keywords are highlighted in pink? It doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes, like, 1 or 2 words will be highlighted in pink. I don't know if that's important for us to remember the word see. Tucked in the smacking is a woman's voice. The voice is creepy, cold, and chills me down to the bone. Is this Hanayome? Did you see it? She asked a second time. Rumors mention that I should say... I haven't seen it. Very seriously, I say I haven't seen it. What do you want to see? What do we want to see? Not exactly as the rumor said. Hanayome is supposed to tell you the location of whatever you're looking for. First he told me to ask about the Buddha statues that were stolen from H Shrine. I'll give it a try. Excuse me. Buddha statues. Lord Buddha. Doesn't your arm already have the mark of the Buddha on it? Tell me, you want a new Buddha? Mark of the Buddha? Why are you doing that? Tell me. Well, tell me. Tell me, tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me. Mark of the Buddha? I thought we were calling it the death mark. Line goes dead. Woman's scream is still ringing in my ears. I feel sick. It must be because of my brush with that blood-curdling insanity. Why didn't she answer my question? What was different from when the others asked? Mark on my arm burns dully, like it's reminding me it exists. Maybe this is why she was acting strangely. She did say something to the effect that Buddha gave me this mark. Was she just too insane to differentiate between Buddha and a monstrous spirit? Buddha, monstrous spirit. On the same plane, I guess. Or, is mark really the work of divine wrath from the Buddha statues? I'll wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again. No point in staying in here. As soon as I leave the booth, Suzu comes up to me. You don't look good. Something happened in there? Tell Suzu about my conversation with Hanayome. Wonder what's going on. She answered my question okay. Suzu's brow furrows in confusion. You want to see about that other telephone box? Maybe some clues are there. Or you can try one more time there. No time to get lost in thought. Last phone booth is at the Park by T Apartments in the other direction. We'll head there after stopping at the mansion. Probably wise to ask Mary what she knows since it's on the way. Alright, the second phone box. Is there... I can't examine anything? I guess not. In the booth is a poster looking for info on a crime that happened nearby. The phone rings while I'm distracted. Just like the rumors, when I pick up, a woman answers, smacking her lips, but I can't get info on the statues from her. For some reason, she's behaving different from what we were told to expect. There's one more telephone booth. We better check it out, too. Alright, then I guess we leave. Back to Kujo Mansion. Alright, grabbing water at the same time. Okay, so we partnered with Suzu. Why don't we partner with the timid nerd, Eita? He'll be our partner for the next place. Alright, let's, can we talk to Mary? Tell Mary what happened in the phone box. Yosei Hanayome acted strangely. She called the spirit that cursed you with your mark Buddha. Cannot say I know what she saw, but from what you said, she will likely not respond to your question. Does not mean she does not understand you, however. Use any method available to obtain as much information as you can. Let's beat the shit out of this ghost. Let's beat her ass. That's what I want to do from the get-go. So we'll take Eita to the park. See a small park tucked between all of the looming apartment buildings. There's no one here. I guess everyone's already asleep. I'm pretty sure that's the phone booth from the Hanayome rumors. Man, parks are kind of eerie when there are no kids around. Well, now that I'm here, I still have no idea why Hanayome hung up on me. Follow the rumors exactly. I did, actually. So where did I go wrong? Scratch my head. Don't adhere to the gossip, defy it. Should I be answering the wrong question then? Suddenly I hear that strange voice again. Gossip, in other words, the rumors. What will happen if I don't follow the rumors? She's probably going to reach out of the phone and strangle us to death. Probably. Eita, go back to the car. There's something I want to try. It might end up backfiring on me. Okay. Make sure you come back. I can't drive, so... Alright. Wait a sec. Eita puffs out his chest and holds his index finger up. Well, I've got some good info from the BBS. Guess Hanayome has this weird fixation on eyes. She keeps using the word see a lot. If anything goes wrong, just remember that. Huh? So what are you telling me to do? I'm not really sure either. Anyway, just avoid saying I and things like that. Don't talk about myself? No, I mean I as in E-Y-E as in eyeball. Oh, and just in case, don't mention words that have the sound either. Wait. So we can't use the word I, and we can't say words that sound like I? Limit to unreliability. I'll keep it in mind. Oh, we're gonna have like a life or death decision. I'm gonna have to like do it quick. I bet ya. Eita returns to the car. Step inside, wait for the phone to ring. There's a poster in this booth too. Just like the other one at the rest area, this looks like it's been here for a few years. Young woman kidnapped. Young local woman was kidnapped close to this location. If you were a witness to this crime, please notify the police. February 8th, 5 years ago. I wonder if this is, like, related to the assault that took place in the forest? They're both from 5 years ago. The poster I saw at the rest area had the exact same date. Coincidence? Probably not. Phone rings. Grab the receiver and slowly pick it up. Mashed potato mouth. I hear a noise like someone chewing gum. I guess it's the same kind of noise. Just a noise like someone chewing gum from the other end of the phone. Icy cold voice speaks. So gross. Alright, so let's not follow the rumor. What if we just say nope? Because if we say I saw it, it's got the word I in it. And the word saw, which is like see. So let's say nope. Line goes dead. That's it? Wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again. I should step out and try again. Wait outside for a bit and then try going back in. So it was the wrong answer? Like, really? But he said not to say the word I. Didn't he? I thought so. I might just like stuck here until something happens. I can't do anything else. Ugh, we gotta wait for this phone. Ugh. Can't do anything. I guess I'll return to the mansion and then go back. I guess. I don't know what else to try. Go to the phone booth at the park again. Wait for Hanayome to call one more time. Don't adhere to the gossip. Defy it. Huh. Repeat the mysterious words I heard of myself. Oh, they'll wait in the car. What about that info I mentioned? Right. Don't worry, I remember. You get in trouble while on the phone with Hanayome. Don't say I or anything that sounds like it. He said don't say I, don't say see, don't say saw. That's why I picked the word nope. Even words with the same sound are dangerous. Yeah, that's exactly it. Who knows if any of that will be helpful, but I may as well remember it. And I'll be careful. Eita returns to the car. Alright, I guess we'll try again. Step inside and wait for the phone to ring. Okay. Did you see it? Okay, I guess we'll try I saw it instead. You saw, didn't you? You saw that thing of me. Yes? Well, that just pissed her off. Voice cuts me off. Outside collides violently with the glass of the booth, but I can't see it. Yep, life or death. So nothing that sounds like I, and nothing that sounds like see or saw. Tell me, how did you see it? With your own eyes, or eyeglasses? A telescope? Telescope? Didn't have anything to do with I. Yeah, safe choice. Sounds like something's searching around outside the phone box. You saw it. You said you saw it. What color? A beautiful color. Red, pink, green. What color? Maybe pink? Safe choice. Likely sounds like I. And I don't want to say I think it was red because it's got the word I in it. See, I'm being sneaky. I know what I'm doing. Oh, stop eating the mashed potatoes. You saw it. What kind of person are you? What's important to you? Your dreams, romance, love. Which do you choose? My dreams, romance is great. Romance is great? Good. I'm watching for the eyes. I think you're so sneaky, mashed potato bride. One goes dead. So what did that accomplish? Next I know, the bloody handprint is gone, and so is the ominous presence. Bitch was tired of waiting for us to screw up and say I. Questions she asked me were strange. She was particularly anxious about what I had seen. I did a good job not mentioning anything like eyes in my answers. Overly conscious of her being seen. Maybe that's where her secret lies. Maybe. I exit the booth and Eita rushes up to me. Did something happen? Mark hurt all of a sudden. Tell Eita about what happened in the telephone booth. Man, it beats me. Guess there's no way he'd have the answer. Oh, hey. Something's on the ground there. Sure enough, there's a folded up piece of paper lying near the booth. It's like a piece of stationery. I don't think it was there before I went into the phone box. Pick up the paper and open it. And... To Seiko. I'll dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. Incident? Poster I saw on the telephone booth mentioned something like that too. Could they be connected? Ask Eita what they think. I don't know. I don't think he's considering it. Oh, now it's me. I don't think he's considering it seriously. Anyway, we've visited all 3 boxes now. Want to head back? I bet Suzu's worried about us. Yeah. We should probably head back for now. Are we going to explore a location, or we're just going from phone box to phone box, I wonder? The 3rd phone box. Alright, memo? Hanayome is acting even more strangely than before. She seems anxious about being seen, or eyes in general. It's impossible to be sure since it's only over the phone. Plus, the note we found outside the booth is disconcerting. To Seiko, I'll dispel all of your heartache, so forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. Okay. So, now we should leave. Yeah, we haven't explored any locations yet. We've been bouncing back and forth between the phone boxes for like 40 minutes. Oh, welcome back. Christy is there in the garage. She's going through the files full of articles on criminal cases. Oh, that date back to 5 years ago. Maybe Sayakujo was looking for, like, this ghost. Seiko, the bride. How did the investigation go? Okay, I guess. Eita and I told Christy what we discovered. I see. I can see Christy's mind working. Hey, Mr. Moosh, you know those posters and that bit of stationery you found? Could they be linked to Hanayome? Might have been someone who was caught up in the incident and killed. And if that's the case, then... Glances over at the files. These were 5 years ago, right? And there might be an article on what happened here in these files. Let's get Suzu to help out, too. We're gonna move on. Bossy. 4 of us began reading through the files. Clippings range from the smallest dispute to the most heinous crime in each city. But they're all dated 5 years ago or earlier. Did they get stored in the garage because they're so old? After a while, I might have found it. From 5 years ago in February. Victim's name is Seiko. Eita lies the file on the desk and we all peer at it. The file has articles about an incident that happened 5 years ago. Victim's name was Seiko Hasegawa. Apparently she committed suicide in the forest by H Castle on the eve of her wedding. But that's not an assault. Didn't the poster say that someone was assaulted in the forest? Unless maybe it's like a weird translation thing. She didn't her dress when she was found. Suzu, you probably shouldn't read anymore. It's pretty bad. Thanks, Eita, but I want to know more about Hanayome. I feel like I need to do this. She's cringing, but she sounds determined. Between this and sneaking out at night, she's a surprisingly brave kid. Rather odd for someone her age. And I remember now. Oh, this is Christy speaking. This happened when I used to be a news anchor. Christy mutters just loud enough to hear. Then, do you know the whole story? Yeah, it was horrible. It's hard to recount. A woman was abducted by a gang while she was walking her dog. They brought her to the forest and assaulted her. People found her battered and staggering along the road the next day. The dog was run over and killed near the forest when it chased after them. So that was the ghost dog that Suzu heard at the phone box. She said, I hear a spirit dog. That was the one. Yeah, but that wasn't the end of Seiko Hasegawa's misfortune. Eita somberly cuts in. His usual grin is nowhere to be found. It's well known in some circles, but her assault was photographed. Pictures were sent to her fiancé. They're going to make them public if he didn't pay up. I heard he gave them a ton of money to get the photos and the negatives. Is that true, Christy? Yeah, I heard that as well. Because of all that, Miss Seiko had a mental breakdown. And in the end, she hung herself. That is messed up, Deathmark. I'm a serious, honest woman, so she just couldn't bear it. Okay, so the assault poster we found was about a group of, like, gang bikers that assaulted this woman sexually, I'm assuming, in the forest. And then they blackmailed her and her fiancé, and she hung and killed herself. Cruel fate of a woman attacked before her wedding. Falls silent as that reality weighs on us. Suzu timidly speaks up, her face pale. Maybe there's a connection between what happened to Miss Hasegawa and Hanayomo's phone boxes? According to the article, the incident that wrecked her life took place near each phone box. She was abducted by the park and assaulted by the rest area. She was found wandering near the parking lot by a highway. Phone booths connect Hanayome and Seiko Hasegawa. Coincidence sent a shiver down my spine. So a note we found by the telephone booth. Did Seiko's fiancé write it? Most likely. What's strange is it was there and not where she committed suicide. Did Hanayome put it there? Maybe she was telling us something. I have no clue how spirits think, but if Suzu's right, then that note is an important clue for us. I seem to recall Miss Seiko's fiancé was a famous musician. As a result, the case was widely publicized at the time. It happened right after they returned from a romantic trip to Greece. Old ladies were sobbing about how it made it all the more tragic. And the poor dog they brought on the trip died heroically as well. Where's the fiancé now? Well, he began acting strange through the shock and went missing. Some say her suicide was to follow him. But he wasn't the only one who disappeared. I think all of the culprits went missing too. Hear about that online too? Well, something like that. The internet wasn't the same back then. There were only hubs. Hubs? Like pre-internet chat rooms? Yeah, everyone was talking about it on the occult hubs back then. There was one person in the community who knew way too much. I think he was one of the culprits. Brought up a bunch of things like taking pictures and all that. And I bet those were the pictures of the assault. Yeah, that's right. After they were finished, those assholes got a camera out. Took pictures of her, face soaked with tears. The whole time she yelled, "Don't look, don't look." That's why she's obsessed with seeing. I see. Don't look, huh? Hanayome has an extreme reaction to being seen by others. Kept going on about it, night after night, until he suddenly stopped posting. People who knew him said they didn't contact him at all. Those guys deserve to die, but still really creepy, you know? Suddenly a line from the note pops into my head. I'll dispel all of your heartache. Hey, Christy. Do you happen to know exactly where in the forest Seiko killed herself? Well, I was a reporter at the time, so I did go to the location. That was 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. It's like I went west from that big arch at the entrance. So you're really gonna go? Yeah, we might be able to figure out something about Hanayome. Okay. I'd much prefer to stay here. New info was added to the spirit file. Gathering info at the mansion. Okay. Let's go back to the mansion. Let's see. Gathering info at the mansion. Garage shelves contain files on accidents and crimes in Age City from decades old just a few years ago. We also search through them and find a case of a victim named Seiko Hasegawa, person mentioned in the note. Details of her case are... sickening. About the assault of the woman. The woman was abducted by a group as she was walking her dog in the forest while awaiting her wedding day. She was found by a phone booth along the highway the next day, but that's not all. The culprits photographed the assault and blackmailed her fiancé with the photos for money. A few days later, all of the stress caused her to kill herself. Her fiancé went missing afterwards, with people believing he also committed suicide. Christy investigated the case back then. She says the fiancé was a famous musician. To Seiko, I'll dispel all of your heartache. Those words would bother me, but there's something else too, and that's the fact that the culprits also went missing after she died. This ghastly case is still unable to gain full closure. The phone box guided us to the case, the fact that the woman who hung herself wore a wedding dress. Connections to the forest by H Castle. The other mark bearers won't like it, but we need to go back to the forest, but why am I so sure of that? Well, that's where she killed herself, right? Let's go back to Suzu. And save here. Yeah, we could play it for a little bit longer. Let's at least go to the forest and check out her murder spot. Hearing her speak, I had the impression that she had been raised well, but now I'm out alone with her like this, it's not just that. She's... how do I put it? It's a little late, but I hope we get along. Should I call you Mr. Moosh? No, just Mr. is fine. Having you call me by my first name is kinda... I'm sorry, that was rude of me. That's right. She's strangely mature. Suzu. Alright if I call you that? Yes, just Suzu is fine. Okay. So what do your parents do? Yeah, it's kind of out of the blue to ask that, but might be in some life and death situations. It sounds like her parents are, like, spiritualists or something. If she's just a kid, I'd like to know which kind of person she is. Right now, I'm only living with my mom. She pushes herself every day. Pushes herself? I mean, she's a career woman who works hard at her job. I see. Sorry for the random question. Not at all. Lives alone with her mother, who works every day. Which means she's basically living alone. Must be why she's so mature. The tires hit a bump in the road. I see a square gray object in the back seat through the rearview mirror. Is that thing back there yours? No, that's Aida's. So it's a CD radio cassette player. Radio cassette player? Why? So we might need the music while we drive. Want to listen to something? No, I'll pass. Conversation grinds to a halt after that. It's like there's an invisible person between us. Flung silent a while, Suzu finally speaks up again. Only makes sense for the conversation to turn one direction. This mark. Did Hanayome really do this? I don't know for sure, but I think that's a natural assumption. I think probably the third ghost that we've encountered, since the previous two also gave death marks to Suzu. I think it probably is safe to assume it was her. Oh, I guess so. Suddenly it dawns on me. Why does the kid not want to treat the spirit like it's evil? No. Maybe it's just Hanayome specifically. Ugh. That would be best. What would? I mean, if Hanayome were really a nice spirit. Yeah, you're right. Her grin at me is relieved. I smile back at her stiffly and wait in the pit of my stomach. If that's really true, then we can get through this without anyone dying. Problem is, that's impossible. I lightly rub my wrist as I watch Suzu smile out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, I really hope so. Huh? We're gonna go in the forest? Suzu is understandably terrified. Anyone would be in her shoes. No one wants to go into a dark forest at night. Especially a famous suicide spot. We'll be okay as long as we're careful. I don't believe what I said for a minute. Just something you say at times like these. Yeah, sure. Okay. It's supposed to be west of the gate. Look to the west of the gate again. There's no sign of a trail. Question mark? Suddenly Suzu's face stiffens. What's wrong? It's just got cold. Ghost dog! Follow their gaze and see a low shadow dashing out of the darkness. A dog? Certainly seems like one. It kicks up the dirt with 4 legs, but it looks off somehow. Its fur is long and disheveled, and from certain angles its face looks human. The dog stares at us, growling. What is it? Are you trying to tell us something? Mom says you're not supposed to talk to dogs, talk nice to dogs like that. It's just to be firm, like its master. That's how you train them. Give it attention, the dog will think it has power over you. So ignore it and stay quiet, huh? I guess that's true for humans too. Powerful people tend to ignore others. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Dog barks loudly and vanishes into the western underbrush. The moment it's gone, the chill in the air dissipates like it was never there. Was it trying to tell us we should go that way? Maybe. Shine the flashlight on the spot where the dog disappeared. A now familiar pain shoots to my wrist. Mark's color grows more vivid. 2 hours left until death closes in. Probably not much time left. We better hurry. Let's check the bushes over there. Investigating the forest again. Hold on. Memo? Upon our return to the forest, a strange dog appears and growls at us before disappearing into the western thicket. Christy says the place she checked in the past was in the west also. Still, that dog didn't look natural. I suppose that's a good sign, since we're chasing after a spirit? But the mark warns that time is short. We have to hurry. Okay, let's save. Yeah, we've been recording for about an hour now, so why don't we pause here, and then in our next episode we'll check out, I guess, this underbrush, this thicket, and we'll see what the deal is. But this has been Deathmark episode 5. If you like this series, stick with it. I'll have some more up. I'll try to have some up by this weekend, but I can't make any promises. But I'm still really liking the game so far, and hope you are too. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, and I will catch you for the next one. Peace!